Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Lowdown. I'm Log 7. That's Ham Solo. We're on the
Yo.
clock. We're on the clock, so let's get to it. Ham Solo. As fate has wanted to do, I made a thumbnail. I did my research.
This
And
happens.
then the bombshells drop way after. So sorry for anyone that came here because of the descriptions. Video game news does not care about our feelings. First off, Sony
throw the
PlayStation.
thumbnail in the trash.
Okay, settle down. We're not throwing anything in the trash. All right. Okay. So
Better throw
let's
them
get to it.
Kansas City Chiefs into the trash because here comes Philly.
Dude,
They finna get
are you
that
ready to put
slow
money?
flight home from Philly.
Are you about to put the money on the line? Because I'm willing to bet you that the Chiefs not only win, but it's by 10 or more points. Yeah, it's gonna be a beatdown.
I would. A beat down. Okay, wait. What's the spread? What's the spread?
10 plus. 10 plus.
That the Chiefs will win by 10 plus.
Yes.
Okay, I got 5 on it.
All right. Bet. Mahomes for the win. Welcome, Graphic God. He says thumbnails are organic. Yes,
Well,
they are. Yes.
the thumbnail that you made is fantastic, and we're keeping that. But the little picture inside of the box, of the box is ruined for the day. It's ruined for the day because that's not what we're talking about.
well, we might have time. We might be able to squeeze it in. We shall see. All right, let's get to it. So the first L, we're handing out L's today. The first L is Sony PlayStation VR2 headset pre-order disappointment leads to production cut. This is via Bloomberg, the company that hired Jason Schreier or I don't know how it's pronounced. Okay, the Michael Jordan of video game reporting. And I quote, Sony Group Corp reduced projections for the initial launch of its PlayStation VR2 headset dramatically after early pre-orders disappointed, signaling little improvement for the hyped but unproven virtual reality sector.
Didn't it
Sony
go
had
from like
previously
2
aimed.
million to 1 million, right?
I was getting to
You're,
that.
you're reading the article. I apologize. I didn't realize.
Sony had previously aimed to have 2 million headsets ready for launch quarter and leverage its second generation headset to drive user growth and adoption. The same aim has been halved per updated projections. So, Ham, clearly, you want to get into this. So, go for it, buddy.
Yeah, I absolutely do want to get into this. This is not what I expected. I'm not here to hate on it because it's just like what I don't want to do. I don't want to set the wrong precedent. I am excited when a new way to game comes out. When a new way to game comes out, I'm not going to sit here on my high horse and be like, "Oh, I'm all Xbox." No. Like I got a ton of different consoles. If you can't see, I have a PS5, PS3, PS2, all that stuff, all those damn Xboxes and, as well. And whenever a new product comes out, I'm excited. Unfortunately, I didn't have the PS4 during the PS4 generation, so I did not have the PSVR, the previous one. I was thinking
Okay.
about this one, but I wasn't ready to rush out and get it. I was just more or less like, I don't know. I still want to see what my consoles can do, and I really haven't even put the VR that I currently have to the test. And see, that might have been the problem right there. It's because of people like me, right? That aren't
Yeah,
ready to
yeah.
like dive, head first into a product like that compared to the console that is the PS5 or the console that is the Series X or S, like where it's like I can sit down and just relax and play that. When I think of VR, I'm just like, do I really want to get into that right now? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not
But
sure if
I have to disagree with you on one point when you say that it's because of people like me. You know, the gaming industry is the only industry. Well, cinema is heading that way, but gaming is one of the few industries where a company fails and then they blame the customer. What? What's happening here? It's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's not anyone's fault. PSVR, PlayStation by extension, has no games. That's all it is.
Oh my
That's all it
God. See, I was trying to be cool, appropriate, just like, do
is.
my thing. I was trying to do the right thing for
Um,
gaming
yep.
in general for us. But apparently it's just for myself because Lo got the smoke today. Lo got the smoke. God damn. All right.
Nah,
But
nah.
yeah, do your thing, brother. Do your thing. I ain't mad at you.
You messed it up. You messed it up as soon as you took the blame unto thyself. No, man. It's not anyone's fault. They put out a product, they failed. I didn't fail. You didn't fail. Nelson, the biggest pony on the planet, didn't fail. No one failed but Sony. Take that L and
God
stick with
damn.
it. An interesting point here brought up by Graphic God. I wouldn't know if this is true or not. And frankly, I don't care enough about PSVR to even check. Like I even just typing on my keyboard is too much energy. That's how much I don't care about VR. So I'm just gonna take whatever he says as fact. He says PSVR took 8 months to sell 1 million. So not only do you create an inferior product, but you also don't know how to use and analyze data that is readily at hand. I mean, you could have hired Graphic God, Sony. You could have hired Graphic God, and he would know to tell whoever the hell came up with it, yo, we're gonna sell 2 million. Graphic God would have been like, guys, I don't think that's gonna happen. Would be lucky to sell 1 million in 4 months. Graphic God couldn't tell you that. No, it's not messy. Graphic God is just the truth. All right, the truth is cruel and has no feelings.
Yeah, that's a
Ham
fact.
Solo, that's the first L handed out. Would you like to add anything to this, or can we move on from this stinking, abusive idea that Sony has that virtual reality has a tangible future right now. Can we move on?
I don't want to move on quite yet because I just know that there's just more to like kind of harp on because man,
Go ahead.
like I know a few people that are getting this thing, and you don't think that you don't think that once this thing hits the actual market and it's actually out, that it would create more buzz than the pre-order does.
No, I think the issue is, like I said again, the games. You need more games. Like me personally, welcome Stanley Francois. I only have one game that I want to play on PSVR.
What's that,
So even
Horizon?
if I did, yes, even if I did buy it, right, I would only buy one game. I would give that a go, and then I'm moving on with my life. The problem with VR is that they haven't figured out a way to make it affordable and to make enough games for it, where someone could look at VR as a viable option. There's a reason why even on PC, VR is not it's not big. Everyone's got the rigs, they've had the headsets for years. There's hundreds of games actually on PC. I actually did some research and there's hundreds of games, but it's still not doing numbers. Facebook was Meta was so convinced that VR was today, it was now, that they leveraged billions for Facebook gaming and they have nothing to show for it. So I'm not saying Facebook is better than Sony when it comes to gaming. I'm just saying everyone's taking L's left, right, and center. I think VR right now is not the time to put lots of expectations on it. I'm sure 10, 20 years from now, VR could have a viable like future. Like as soon as they figure out how to make it so people sit, right? Put the headphones on or the headset on, people sit with their hands like so, and while they're playing the game, they can actually feel as if they're actually moving their bodies. Whenever they figure out how to bridge that gap, I think then VR will really explode. But for now, people just look at, oh, it's just the headset. It's not just the headset, it's the headset and the space. There's so many people that are living in cramped little like housing apartments, not just in Africa, but like in the States and everywhere else. So it's also something to consider. Whereas console gaming, you just need a chair, a nice little corner of your house, and just pressing your buttons and you're good. The logistics of VR is not just the headset. That's an important part that we always like ignore.
Okay,
Okay,
I think I'm done. I'm
see,
think I'm
see,
done.
yeah, but here's some extra salt. Graphic God says, Here's a reality check. Here in Canada, I would need to spend $1,500 to play PSVR 2. That's
But is that
nuts. And the
including the
Quest is
console? Is that including the console graphics card? Do you have a
no,
PS5?
I don't think it's included in the console, is it? Because if it's including the console, it still means the PSVR is $1,000. That's wild, man. That's that's PlayStation's exclusives for like what,
Yeah,
two
he said
weeks?
that's
You can buy
including the console. He did say that's including the console.
so you can buy like PlayStation exclusives for like 2 weeks before you run out of $1,000. So yeah, yeah, you do need to get a PS5, dude. Come
Oh
on,
my
what are you
god.
doing?
Oh
What are
my
you
god, look.
doing, bro?
He's hating on one hand and advertising in the other. It's just what's
No,
happening?
no, no, no. Listen, the PS5 is one thing, PSVR is something else. I'm objective, bro. I'm
Fair
objective.
enough. Yeah.
I can say the Xbox One was a decent console. It's not,
Oh
and the
goodness.
Kinect was an atrocity. I can say that. And the VR is too soon for them to like put too many like put high hopes on it. It's fine that they keep developing whatever.
Do you think not putting backwards compatibility kind of features on it kind of crushed it from the
Uh,
get-go though?
yes.
Because do you think
No,
that
no.
those people that had the PSVR 1 would run out and get the PSVR 2 if it had that backwards compatibility aspect to it?
So now you would think that I'm getting messy or console worry if you didn't know me, but you know me, and I think Nelson and Graphic God know me. I try
Yeah, I
to be
mean
objective.
he's just he
And
came out of the womb messy. He's not being messy, he's
so the
being
truth,
Loke.
so the truth, the uncomfortable truth is backwards compatibility has nothing to do with it because the subject is the projections for pre-orders of the PSVR. Backwards compatibility would only incentivize the people that have PSVR not to get it. Okay. But in terms of incentivizing the people that have PSVR to jump to the next one, Ham, can you name me one PSVR game?
Yeah, Astrobot.
Okay, but that was on the system. I'm talking about a banger, like they say in
That
the
was a
Sony
banger for it. That was a big
Astrobot.
banger for it. Yeah,
The
like the
default does, it doesn't even count, man. It's like the default thing in the system. I'm talking about a game that people went out and had to buy, and it was good and it was worth buying and sold millions.
I see what
One.
you're saying. What you're trying to say is like, what was that game that was like a system seller on it? And you know what? I don't know. I don't know.
because because the idea is and this is how I perceive it. When these companies make like bangers today, when they make Ghost of Tsushima, Death Stranding, etc.,
Man, if they would have
yeah,
put Ghost of Tsushima PlayStation VR, bruh.
shit,
You
that
know
would
what
be
I'm
good.
saying?
That'd be good. That'd be good.
Oh my god, I would
But
I'd be jealous
let
right
me
now of
finish my
people
point.
that had the pre-orders.
Yeah, but let me finish my point. If they had that banger, right, on the original PSVR, then there'd be incentive for the people that enjoyed said banger. As soon as they saw the PSVR 2, like, yo, day one. You know what I mean? The same way, because of everything that happened, same way everything that the PS4 gave us, as soon as they announced the PS5, people are selling kidneys, people are getting divorced, you know, shit's going down because everyone is like, yo, I'm getting the PS5 and I don't care what I have to do about it to get it. And the PSVR, I didn't get it, but you watch the community, it doesn't seem like there was anything there that set their hearts on fire. So why would you expect for there to be like an outcry for the PSVR 2? I think Sony just they took the clamor for the PS5 and then they extrapolated that and assumed the same thing would happen with anything attached to the PS5. And they got this one very, very wrong.
I feel
Graphic
so
God
bad.
says Resident Evil. No. Go
No,
ahead, Em.
no, I was saying I feel super bad for what is it, Gorilla. I
Why?
feel bad for Gorilla Games, man. I do because it's just
Why?
like because I swear that they always are like put at like a placeholder as like a system seller. And
Oh,
like
you're talking about the Horizon.
with Zero Dawn, with Horizon Forbidden West, and all right, so Zero Dawn and what is it called? Zelda. And then now
Yep.
it's Elden
Yep.
Ring
And,
and Forbidden West. And now it's the
and now
people
and,
versus PlayStation VR, and people ain't
man, the
buying
entire
it.
system, bro. Damn.
So that game's gonna probably undersell again.
Probably. Probably, probably. Welcome, Cloaked Onyx. He says, oh, he or she says, I don't think it's about the games. I think it's about
He,
motion sickness that comes via. So if you had been here earlier, we actually discussed that, Cloaked Onyx. It's one of the issues that we brought up here that a lot of people don't take into consideration when it comes to VR. So as soon as they figure out these little things to bridge between controller and VR, then we can talk about it being a viable because it's more immersive. Let's be honest, VR is more immersive than 4K, 8K. I don't know how many Ks. It's more immersive, but they still need to do a lot of work. And I kind of fear for the future development of VR if the people at Sony don't even know how to gauge how much people might be interested in. You know what I mean, Ham?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they have these high, super high expectations. They keep failing and failing and failing. Someone in there might just decide, you know what, let's just leave it. And I hope they don't do that. Because it's one thing Xbox has ignored VR. If PlayStation does it, then we're screwed. We're gonna be stuck with that thing from Nintendo, that cardboard thingy. I don't know what it's called. What's it called?
The big cardboard thing for what? For Switch?
They have like a toy thing. Nintendo. They have a toy thing that you put like
That
on your
oh
face.
yeah, the VR for the Switch. Yeah, that thing is so damn disrespectful. It charges
Yeah,
you
yeah,
all this money and you use it and you
yeah.
gotta assemble it yourself.
So, yes, yes, and people pay for the privilege. Anyways, before we get off
The
topic, I
privilege of
think we're done
cardboard.
handing. Yeah, I think we're done handing out Sony's L. So let's go for Xbox's L. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Go. This is via IGN. Xbox Series X and S prices raised in Japan.
Yikes.
Microsoft has announced that it will raise the recommended retail price for the Series X and S consoles starting Friday, February 17th. So my Japanese friends, go and get the console now or else. The article continues to say, after carefully evaluating the market condition in Japan, we have decided to change the suggested retail price of Xbox consoles in the country, said a Microsoft representative in a statement to Famitsu. So essentially, the price um, has risen from $423 to $462, right, for the Series X. And for the S, it's risen from $248 to $292. So roughly around $50. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, Cloud Onyx he gave us the name for the Nintendo thing. It's called Project Labo.
Yep.
Ham, what are your thoughts on Microsoft increasing their prices in the one market where they make up about 3% of the gaming population or gaming sales? Sorry.
The way you just kind of described that is it was cheaper over there for a Series S and a Series X than it was here. The way you said made that
Yes.
sound.
No,
So are
it's
they
literally the
moving
truth.
are they moving just to more regular prices to have it be
It's
more
still
balanced
cheaper.
with the
It is still cheaper because as it stands, the Series X is listed as at 462, whereas most of the world is $500. The Series S is listed at 292, whereas the rest of the world is $300. So it's still cheaper.
well in
They've
my
increased the price, but it's still cheaper than the rest of the world, or most of the rest of the world.
that's not as big of a L as I was anticipating then because it's still like still at I feel I feel Xbox is kind of doing this thing right now where it's kind of like I mean you've seen it with them not showing up at the Game Awards. And then you see it with them kind of doing this developer direct and really just saving a game that they could have announced a while ago, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
it really just seems like Xbox is pretty much saying, it's us against whoever, and you're
So we're
either
not
with
talking to
us,
anyone
you're
anymore.
you're you're either
We're just
with
gonna.
us or you're against us. And I think Sony did the same thing with raising their thing $50 or whatnot. They said you're either with us or you don't like us, and it just is what it is. I think Xbox took that same approach in Japan just now.
Okay, so I purposely brought up the console sales percentage because I think it's important. Like Xbox makes up about 3 to 5%, if you're being very optimistic,
Right.
of like gaming in Japan. So even with these increases, it's still cheaper. But at this point, I think until they make like exclusive deals with like big Japanese developers, this is really a nothing burger. Nothing has really happened. They've increased the prices by about 40 to $50 in a market they're not even like relevant in. Let's be honest. This is not even like hyperbole that the console warriors do on Twitter. In Japan, this is literally the truth. Xbox is like nothing. So it's an L, but I don't know, man. I don't think it's that big, of an
Yeah, it's not a
issue.
posterizing L. It's not something that's like a catastrophic situation. I mean, it sucks.
Yeah.
Price raising sucks. It sucked for the PlayStation. I didn't like it then. I don't like this for the Xbox. But when I
So
see
so
the
I want to add
prices the way it
something.
is, I'm just thinking like, yo, it's this. This is still cheaper than what I can get here.
It's still cheaper. It's still cheaper. It's still an increase. It's still cheaper. But I just want to add some unnecessary salt. I'm salty about something here, bro. There's a part of me, not half of me, but there's a part of me that's kind of like, you know what? Screw them. Increase the price. I don't hear anyone out here bitching about the fact that no one in Africa has Microsoft rewards, Xbox rewards. No one is bitching about that. Why should I care if the price is going up in Japan? I don't care. Whatever, man.
Is that how you
I
felt
know
about the
it's stuff.
PS5 being raised in price?
The PS5 was raised globally, but it wasn't raised in the US. This one's being raised only in Japan. Do you understand the differences now? You see, with the PS5, we're all screwed, and only the land of the so-called free gets to keep the price. Whereas this time, it's just Japan. So it's like, whatever, dog. Nelson gets it. It doesn't affect you. So law, whatever.
Okay.
I don't feel that way in general about price hikes, but this one specifically, if you look at the two factors, which is it's a fraction of a fraction of a fraction, like Xbox, or in that gaming market. And it's Japan. They don't really care about Xbox. So it's like it's an L, sure, but yeah, Japan doesn't make up much of Xbox's portfolio right now. They're trying to get in, but the people that are fans of Xbox in Japan will continue to buy these consoles, and the people that were never fans, they will just take this as motivation not to buy the consoles. All right, L's handed out. You good? Can we move on, or do you want to
Yeah,
add
we
some
can
more
move
for
on.
Xbox?
No, we good.
You would want to add some more. Jeez, you were rubbing it in for VR, but now you want to just skip along for Xbox.
I mean, I said
Onyx
what I had
says,
to
play.
say. I already said it was an L. What do you what else do you want me to say? It's just not
Sure.
a catastrophe. I mean, let's get real. This is nothing. Like this is nothing compared to your production slowing because your fans don't want your stuff. That's
Yeah,
different.
because if they made that projection, you can bet your ass that procurement signed a whole bunch of contracts and there's a whole lot of stock ready to go out. Okay? With the current chip crisis, PlayStation definitely put themselves in a position to sell these 2 million. And people aren't buying them. Oh, this is a problem. This is a problem. Um, Cloaked Onyx says PlayStation did lose some fans when they swapped the O button for the X button to match the West. The O button used to be the action button for PlayStation since the PS4 in Japan. Oh, yeah, I read about that. That's very weird. Why is that the action button? That's so strange. Did you hear about that change, Ham? Happened a couple of years ago.
I actually just swap it out whenever that happens. I swap it back.
Oh, Okay, well, it's not happening anymore, but it did happen for a minute. Anyways, let us move on to the biggest L. E3 is being abandoned like that unwanted stepchild. This is from IGN.com. E3 2023 hits the Los Angeles Convention Center in June. It'll be without three of its most important draws. IGN has heard from multiple knowledgeable sources that Xbox, Sony, and Nintendo won't be part of E3 2023 or have a presence on the Los Angeles Convention Center show floor. Hammett, oh, welcome, Crazy Louis. Welcome. Ham Solo E3. Is this like very disappointing, or is this a chance for E3 to innovate?
I think it's a chance for E3 to innovate. I mean, Xbox wasn't, if I remember right, they weren't even in the same convention center last time. So
Yeah.
and people are acting like this is like brand new news. It's not the news that they think it is. I think E3 is still gonna do their thing. It just kind of I mean, just hearing it out loud is more cringe than what it really is, in my opinion.
Okay. So another nothing burger.
I think this is 100% a nothing burger right here. I think this is just something for, people that want to, you know, be like, look, see, I told you E3 was stupid. Like, that's just something for them to kind of hang their hat on. But
You still
but
you
I
still
think
want to go
E3
to
still,
E3?
oh, I 100% still want to go. I still want to go. Bro, I don't even care if I get into E3 in particular. I just know that seeing all these awesome folks within the community, meeting the people that I've done all these shows with behind them sticks and stuff like that would be phenomenal. So like this show to me is more than just about seeing a specific person get on stage or seeing a specific platform talk about their new stuff. If you don't know who I am by now, you know that I like meeting new people, and this will pretty much help me out quite a bit to go to a place like E3, shake some hands, meet some good people. Whether they're in the industry or just content creators, it's going to be a dope experience.
Make sure you wash your hands. Jeez, that sounds nasty. Shaking hands. You know,
Oh my
COVID is a
god.
thing.
Oh my
Anyway,
god.
Crazy Louis has a question, Ham. After the developer direct, does Xbox need to be in E3 and the Game Awards or no?
Um, I would personally say like, if you're gonna go down a route, choose and be in like don't see what I don't want them
Facet.
to do. What I don't want them to do is like not be at the Game Awards and then be at the Game Awards and then not be at the Game Awards and then I just want some consistency out of them. Like if they're gonna be like, yo, you're either with us or against us, please play that role for a hot second.
You
I
want them
like
to
it.
leave and be gone.
I want them just to like if they're trying to say, "Yo, we're out here trying to stand on our 2 feet," then do that. Be proud of it. But don't, be loud one year and then be just absolutely quiet the next year. And then not go to anybody else's show and then make your own show and then a year later you're on everybody else's show. Like I just want to see some consistency in all forms from Xbox. But hey, I also don't run a multi-billion dollar or trillion-dollar corporation. So
True.
what I'm saying could just be bullshit. It's just my opinion and what I would like to see.
Well, to counter your point, Ham, my one of my favorite Chinese proverbs from Confucius says, "Where there is life, there is change." Much like what's happening with Twitter, all these changes that we see on Twitter is just proof that it was dying, it was stagnating, it was a empty husk. Elon Musk, love him or hate him, has breathed new life into the platform. Same thing for Xbox. I don't the same way like I don't know who was asking in the chat like should Xbox continue with this developer direct style? I don't think they should do that. I think they should mix and match and keep everyone on their toes. Don't
That's not a
just
bad
do
idea.
shadow drop. Don't just do shadow drops at the developer direct. Guys, shadow drop on a Sunday out of nowhere on Phil Spencer's birthday. Just do it. Just do some red. Make sure that the Xbox community knows, like, guys, we at any point in time we might have a 15 to 30 hour game just drop on our hands, and we have to play it and enjoy it, and keep people on their toes. So, Xbox, if you're listening, do the opposite of what Ham's doing, or saying. Go to the Game Awards. Don't go to the Game Awards. Do like a shadow drop during the Super Bowl, and then don't do any marketing for it. Just keep everyone guessing, because that's what keeps the brand exciting. As soon as you monotonize it, you run the risk of fading into the background, because PlayStation and Nintendo have their niches in the market. PlayStation is third person, story focused, semi stealth, RPG ish, lots of tears and feelings and whatever. Nintendo is unbridled fun. Xbox, your niche has always been shooters and just wow factor. Do the wow thing. All right, do the wow thing. Don't find a pattern and then follow it. That's my response to Crazy Louis. Oh, lol on Phil's birthday, dude. Phil, Bill Gates, Sarah Bond, whoever, Aaron Greenberg. You know how funny it's strange, Ham. We can name the execs from Xbox. Can you name like 5 execs from PlayStation?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, I can
I think
name
that
some
says
studio heads, you know,
no, no, no,
but that's not
no.
what
I'm
we're
talking
talking
about
about. We're not
market.
talking about we're not talking about them. We're like when we're talking about Aaron Greenberg, Sarah Bond, like those are the guys in the trenches of Xbox and like marketing it, getting it out, and get like these aren't. We're not talking about like a Corey Barlog or something like that. That's like
Yeah,
this works for a studio. He doesn't work under the
direct.
yeah, he doesn't work directly under like just PlayStation. He works under Santa Monica. So yeah, we don't
Yeah.
know those kind of people for PlayStation, and that's to me that's been a problem for a minute. I think that's been a
Is it really
problem
that
since
important?
I think it is a problem.
Why?
Why do I think it's a problem? I always think clarity is just good. It's good to know who's where doing what. Maybe
You know,
not so much
I
for
like.
the business though. Sure. Maybe the business doesn't
Yeah,
want you to know that stuff. But I'm just talking about from
yeah,
my
because
from my position.
oh yeah, for you specifically, that matters. But yeah, from the business perspective, dude, just look at Nintendo, bro.
Yeah, Nintendo
These
don't
guys,
say nothing.
guys make a killing. You don't know one person from their marketing team, one, not one. So it's fine. I just think it's funny how, you know, how different the two companies operate. Not to
I
say that
think it'd be
one way is
nice.
better.
I personally just think Xbox's way is better. Just I don't know. I think it's nice just to have that clarity and know who to expect things from, or who to hear back from, or who to follow. Better yet, it's just like
Yeah,
Xbox. Although they may not always be on time, they do their best to keep you in the know, and I think that's pretty dope.
yeah,
Whereas
yeah.
PlayStation, you literally will see how frustrated their fans get when they don't hear anything. You see it.
Bro, like
You've seen it last week with the developer direct. Oh man, we need a state of play. We need this. We need that. And it's just like, like you don't even know who to ask or who to even look at.
Who to send the dick pics to?
Oh my god! So they just sending them to everybody. It's like I said, since I don't know the marketing team, I'm gonna send it to your developers.
So, okay, so Nelson says something interesting. He says, "Why should I know the executives at a company? I wish I didn't know any of them. I didn't know any of them. Few heads of studio. That's it." So, Nelson, first off, there's Ham's point. You know, I think that's relevant. The point, the point that you just brought up. But my point, right? I'll use my personal experience. Welcome, Sir X-Man. My personal experience. Remember, years ago, dude. As soon as I met you, I've been bitching. Actually, before I met you, I've been bitching about about Microsoft rewards and Xbox rewards. I'm not
Oh
going
yeah.
to say who it is, but I bitched, right? And then for one day, someone just told me, "Why don't you just talk to Xbox?" So I just had the idea. Let me look for someone that does Xbox marketing on Twitter. I found that person. That person lives in Europe. That person got me in touch with someone here in South Africa because there's Microsoft in South Africa. And I got in touch with this person via Twitter and we had a conversation. Not going to say what they said. Suffice it to say, we now have Microsoft rewards. I wish I could talk to someone from PlayStation and ask them why I cannot use my credit card to make a purchase unless I'm South African. What makes the rest of my continent subhuman that my card cannot work here? I would like to get a response and I would like to get a chance so this person can tell me maybe if you guys did this, or maybe if you specifically did X, Y, Z. Communication, dude. As much as these corporations want to maintain the status quo that has always been, like hundreds of years ago, where corporations were just faceless buildings, it's 2023, bro. Okay? In the year 2023, corporations speak back, they listen, and some of them actually make changes. Okay? So if they can change skin colors of certain characters and add sexuality to certain characters, they can at least let me freaking pay for the product using my credit card without having to run unnecessary risk. So Nelson, there's two good examples of why it would be nice to have people that you can talk to in the marketing or executive teams of said corporations, especially these two, because we interact with them so much. Um, sorry, Crazy Louis says you still have that problem, brother man. Let's not get into it. Ham, I think we're done with the E3, right?
Wait, what's Louis getting into?
Oh my God, he still wants to know if PlayStation still doesn't recognize the rest of Africa as a place
Oh
with
yeah, yeah. They
electricity,
still don't.
internet, credit cards, debit cards, roads. As far as PlayStation is concerned, we might not even have roofs. We might still be living in like haystacks instead of brick and wooden homes. So yeah. Moving on. Hi-Fi. Oh man, this one.
Well, before you go,
Hi.
Loke, I just want to congratulate you first before we move on because people don't realize like how big of a deal what you just got said, what you just got done saying is. Like, I just want to congratulate you for reaching out to the right place, getting the information, and really, I mean, I feel like you're underselling the problem that you found and the resolution that took place. I think you're underselling that quite a bit. You
I'm not taking
helped
credit for
you you
Microsoft
you
rewards.
you don't have
Nope.
to take like the full credit or whatnot, but there is something that there is some sort of credit that you do need to take with at least shining the light a little bit brighter. You may have not shined the you may have not turned on the light, but you definitely added a couple bulbs in there to make it a little bit brighter, right?
One or two.
And yeah, exactly. And in return, that gave you the ability to make some money. on the internet.
Yeah.
In your country.
Yeah.
That's massive. I mean, that's why I said I feel like you're underselling that, because that's a freaking big deal. It's not something that just gives you money. That gives a ton of people around you the opportunity to make some cash.
Yeah, but if we're being honest, most people don't use Bing around here.
Sure, but the opportunity is there when
It's
it
there.
wasn't
Yeah.
before.
True. But TSWS is about giving, not taking, so let's not focus on ourselves. Next one we have Hi-Fi Rush outperforming Forspoken in Steam sales. According to a Steam, oh sorry, this is from Game Rant. According to a Steam charts report of top-selling titles for the week ending January 29th, Hi-Fi Rush sits at 8th spot on the list. Forspoken, on the other hand, which has released a day before Tango's title, doesn't make it to the top 10 sellers on Steam during the same week. It's a notable statistic, particularly considering Forspoken ships with a $70 price tag, while Hi-Fi Rush comes at only $30. M Solo, this one is relevant because of all the console warriors talking about, oh, look at the completion percentages on Xbox. You guys are just talking about Hi-Fi Rush, but you ain't playing it. It's like,
I hate
bro.
that people do that 2 days after a game launch. It's like, are you
So
kidding?
first, not just that. So first, y'all were pocket watching first. Now y'all are time watching. That's what's happening right now. Okay. Ham Solo, go ahead.
I mean, like I just said, I just think it's crazy that like this game, like what is like tomorrow will make this game out for a whole week. And there's already people saying, I just because you rushed into the game and had to beat it to prove that you're a gamer. I hate it when
Just because you
people
don't
do
have
that.
life.
I hate it
Just
when
because you
people
don't
do
have
that.
life.
You hopped in, downloaded this game day one. As soon as you got it, or as soon as you seen that it was available, you downloaded it. Let's be frank. You downloaded it just so you can call it trash. When you
Yes,
figured
come
out
on.
it wasn't
Come
trash,
on.
when you figured out it wasn't trash, you're like, wait a second, why am I getting all of these, diamond achievements and whatnot? Like as if
You have to move
a
the
game
goalposts.
drops on as if a game drops onto PlayStation, or bro, do you really think that if the achievements or trophies were set up on the PlayStation the same way that they were set up on the Xbox, that I wouldn't be like, if you were to play God of War right now and like get some sort of, crazy defeat, that you wouldn't get a rare trophy? You don't think it'd be rare? Like I
Nah,
just find
man.
that,
PlayStation gamers
yeah,
actually
because
play.
everybody that owns a PlayStation 100% and just beats the heck out of the game within the first 2
In
weeks.
5 minutes.
I just
In
think that's
5 minutes.
stupid. I don't understand why people are like you just said, not pocket watching. These motherfuckers is time watching. They are
Yep.
time watching. It just it blows my mind, the things that people come up with as a fail. It's like, man, get real. You're hyper focused on them not, rushing in this game, when you forgot that it dropped onto a service with over 400 games.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that person can be like, yo, that game just dropped. That's dope. Backlog for 2 months, and I'll get to it in a little while. I don't know how many people. Hell, I have friends that are saying, yo, I can't wait for Hogwarts to come out. It's going, actually, Dragonheart Yobi. I don't know if he's in the chat right now or whatnot. But he says as soon as he gets Hogwarts, it's backlog already. He's getting it day one,
Yeah.
but it's backlog.
So he's not a real gamer, according to these guys.
Calling Dragonheart and Yobi
Maybe.
not a real gamer is just insane. But yeah, sure. To them, sure, you're right.
Yeah. Real quick, going back to Xbox consoles in Japan. Crazy Louis, the price went up, but it's still right now, even with the price going up, it's still cheaper. So right now the Series X is 462, whereas the price around the world is $500. The Series S is 292, whereas around the world is 300. So even with the increase, it's still cheaper. So yeah. Also, to this thing about Hi-Fi Rush, dude. Ham, I'm gonna come out and tell you the truth, dude. I played the first chapter and I haven't found the time to carry on because I had to finish Iki Island on Ghost of Tsushima and work, dude. Like I've been saying, like dude got a promotion and it's just work, work, work. And I assume that the people that can afford to buy the latest rigs to keep up these subscriptions, to buy these games day one, we ain't got all the time in the world. I'm sorry. I am sorry if your mama bought you the console and you ain't got nothing else to do with your life. Okay? But not everyone else has 10 hours out of every single day to dedicate to gaming. And if I can't dedicate 10 hours every day to gaming and that makes me a fake gamer, fine. Do it. Nail me to that cross. I am fake because this is it's just unrealistic, Ham. Even when there's holiday, I'm sorry. Even when I'm on vacation, I still take one day out just to freaking sleep, dog. The amount of work and stress that we go through. Are we not allowed to rest? It's about to be what? It's about to be 10 p.m. my time. I need to be up by 5, in the office by 7. Sometimes it's just not possible. Settle your ass down, okay? We can't be all no lifing these consoles or games. We can't do it. Sorry.
And it takes
Um,
zero credibility away from you if you don't have time to do something. Like, as long as you know what you're talking about when you come to the table, for the most part, like, you don't have to know even every single goddamn thing. It's just like, I don't understand how, oh man, you didn't beat this game in 2 weeks. You don't know
the
anything
fuck?
about games. You know, you don't even know. I'm a PlayStation guy and I beat yo Xbox game within 3 days. Like, excuse me, you guys are just trash. Like, you guys have no time for games. You guys don't play games. Like, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. Ain't nobody got time to hear that shit, man. If yeah, exactly what Luke said. If you have no time to do anything else
No
in your
life.
life but to sit
Yeah.
on the bench and wait for a Xbox game to come out and drop because you don't want to play your games, because you don't want to play your games, you can't be mad that other people, have found something else to play in the meantime, and we'll get to that at some point.
And here's another one. Here's a nice one. Like if there's a hater listening, right? They'll just clip the part where I said that I played the first chapter of Hi-Fi Rush. So this guy's not a real game. Meanwhile, I just clocked not just the base game of Ghost of Tsushima, but the DLC as well. And I got the director's cut. But no. They'll focus on the fact that this guy wants to praise Hi-Fi Rush and he only played the first chapter. Screw this guy. No credibility. What the fuck? This ain't a test, dude. It's not an exam. Okay? It's not a course. Video games is we leave work to come and chill on these things. We don't leave work to come and work on these things. That's not how it works. I'm not paying so I can be a
Be
slave to these things.
uncomfortable.
I no. I
Paying for
pay to have
discomfort.
fun with these. Bro, can you imagine this shit? And people that take these people seriously, I feel sorry for them. Can you imagine? Can you imagine depriving yourself of rest, time with your family, or anything else that you wanted to do just so you can prove some random anime character? Or okay, fine. I promised I wasn't gonna make fun of anime characters anymore on Twitter. Just so you can make fun of a random person or just so you can prove yourself to a random person on the internet that you have never met, that you will never meet. What are you
Facts.
doing with your life?
The
What are you
fuck
doing?
you doing? The fuck you
Jeez.
doing?
X-Men says games are supposed to be fun and a hobby. Dude, that's like the biggest truth I've ever heard. I'm telling you,
Melvin? Who is Melvin? Melvin.
I
Melvin.
don't know. Oh, welcome. He says, I just found this channel. I've been looking for more video game channels with people that look like me, enjoying the discussion. Like, subscribe, share, do the whole damn thing, Mel.
Melvin.
See you.
Melvin, what's cracking?
See you tomorrow. Do you know him?
No, I don't, but I'm happy he's here.
All
I'm
right.
just trying to shout
Well,
out the
we're about
brother.
to know.
Thank you for coming through, bro.
Hey, Dre, what's going on, brother?
My main
So
dog, Dre. Let's go.
going back to what Sir X-Man said, I write reviews right now for games, but the way it started was exactly what he's saying. Games are supposed to be fun and a hobby. I played the first game that really touched my soul, MGS1, and I just felt like I needed to talk to someone about it. I needed to write it down. I needed to do something in honor of what I just experienced. And this is the purest example of what we do this for. Okay? Pop in the game. I'm sorry for spoken, all right? But if you pop in hi-fi rush, you won't be able to, you have to force yourself to get off the controllers. If you pop in Forspoken, you have to force yourself to finish the story. So do with that what you want. Yeah. Welcome, Mel. Welcome, Mel. All right.
You see, Nelson said,
Let's keep
"Oh
rolling.
no, Dre is here. The big bad
Oh,
PlayStation wolf has came into the building."
all right. So the last one is a study that claims to reveal some of the most popular video game characters in America. So Ham Solo, me and you about to fight. All right.
Oh, let's
Everyone in the
go.
chat, tell us who you think is the most popular. In your opinion, who's the most iconic or whatever. So,
Okay.
excuse me. A new study claims to reveal the most popular game characters in the United States of America, with several unexpected top 10 picks. Recently, a study was conducted by, and this is where it gets dicey, literally, casino experts, Casino Bonus California, who ranked the most popular video game characters in the United States based on monthly average Google searches over the past 5 years. The most popular video game character was Sonic from Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. Right off the bat, Ham Solo, do we agree or disagree with the number one most popular video game character?
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that
Oh
at
my
all. Bro has had
God.
movies. Bro has had recent movies that did fairly well. Um, the games have always been iconic in the United States. I mean, what Sonic was, the thing for the for Sega America and whatnot. So I'm not surprised to see that even 20 years past Sega being done with consoles, that Sonic is still that guy. I'm not surprised.
But okay,
Go
so
ahead
right
and
off the
screw
bat,
this all up, Lo. Go on ahead and just get your smoke in the air. Let it, let it shuffle around and
it's
get
not
everybody
smoke.
all unhappy.
It's not smoke. It's facts, right? The most popular character, right? When you say video games, there's one face. It's a Mario. Okay,
Oh my God.
I'm not a Nintendo fan. You know this, but facts are facts. All right, let go of your feelings and your nostalgia for 5 seconds, Ham.
I'm not. I'm
Be
not going to do
real.
this with you, Loke. I'm not going to do this right now because I tell you what, my daughter, she's 5 years old right now. She watches Sonic movies, she watches Sonic TV shows, and she plays Sonic video games. She likes Sonic. She never sees a
You are
TV show with
indoctrinating.
She never
you're
sees a TV
indoctrinating
show with
your
Mario on
daughter.
it.
Don't bring me that rubbish. You're indoctrinating your daughter, and then you want to use her as evidence. What are you talking about? It's like me
I did
talking
not.
about,
I
oh,
did not
my boy
indoctrinate her into
played
saying.
cricket.
I
It's like saying
didn't
my
do it.
boys talk about. You
I
the one who
didn't
brought
do
you.
it.
You the one who brought up. You the one who brought up saying that she plays Sonic.
She does. She because she sees it. She wants to play it. I just so happen to have the game.
Oh my
She
god!
watches a TV show.
Again,
I didn't pick that for
again,
her to watch.
again,
I approved it to
again.
watch.
She's your victim, and you cannot parade her around as evidence. All right?
Oh my
That's not
god.
how it works. Welcome, Kay Asante.
I wish
Uh,
Everborn was
Kay
here so he
Asante,
could support
Kay
me.
Asante, please tell us what you think that Sonic is the number one video game character. When you think video games, is it Sonic or is it Mario? I think it's Mario. These guys
Oh
at what
man.
is it? Casino Bonus California say it's Sonic. I think it's Mario. Dre Watson trying to be the peacemaker here says, or we can say both a top tier. Dude, this is gaming. It's competition. There's only one number one. They don't
And
share.
look, you're
All right,
saying
there's
this
no
is
share.
for America, right?
Yes.
I love how
Oh my
somebody
God.
in
Yes,
I love
what
how
the
somebody
hell?
in Texas, in some remote area of Texas that's not even part of the United States anymore, is telling somebody
Right.
that's in the heartland, the Midwest of the United States, that this dude's wrong. You got a pocket right now. You got a pocket.
Nelson, my Sony Pony brother, has it right. He says Mario is the number one most recognizable fictional character. We're not even talking about video games anymore. Fictional character on the planet, followed by Mickey Mouse. So shut it. End of discussion. Keasante, stop typing. Melvin also says Mario. So Melvin, definitely welcome. You are definitely someone that has good taste. We are happy to have you around.
Thank you, Kay Asante. Thank you, sir. Put this
all
fraud
right.
where he deserves to be.
So according to
Okay,
casino experts,
look at you, Loke. You over here. You use these Sony ponies, as you call, as people call them. You use these Sony fans to your own, like you use them and then just throw them away. That's what you do with them, real quick. You're like, I like your point right there, Sony pony, and then
hey, listen,
you'll
Nelson
discredit everything they
specifically,
have to say later.
hang on. Nelson specifically is different from the other ones. Like there's some that
I
are
did.
easy. Like,
You sound like
dude, there's one
you
of them.
sound like every hey man, you sound like my ex. You know, this one
Oh
different.
my God. Let me finish. Can you let me finish? Can you let me finish?
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
Nelson is not like these other extremists. He doesn't dox anyone. He doesn't go personal attacks. He just disagrees with people and keeps it moving. All right. And another thing, this guy actually plays the games. He doesn't just cap on Twitter about playing them. He actually plays the game. We played the Ghost of Tsushima online thingy a couple of times, and he has an Xbox account and he plays games on it. He doesn't. He's not like these disingenuous fucks. Oh, sorry, these disingenuous people that show up on they'll buy an Xbox, then they'll get games just to trash them. He actually goes there, has fun, and keeps it moving. He's not here trying to crap on Xbox stuff for the sake of crapping. Obviously, when there's some crap, oh, you best believe he's gonna go deep. I know Vaseline,
Nelson,
if you
go
know
get a
what I
towel.
mean.
Nelson, go get a towel. Loke has done you right today, bruh. Logan's got you feeling good. Look at him. Facts. And then in the chat, facts. like he's just loving it. Oh man. Somebody get this man a towel.
Yo, hey, Yobi, what up, Yobi? What up? What up? Sante says, look, is true about the recognition of Mario, though in general, but our kids only love what they see, and that these days is Sonic. We'll see when the Mario movie drops.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Yep. Star-Lord
so take a
is
seat,
Mario.
Look. So take a seat.
Oh my God. Whatever. Whatever. Nelson. Oh, Nelson. Oh, why did you say that, Nelson? Is there a way for you to delete oh my God. He said it wasn't bad. Dude, even I know. Oh my God.
Oh
This is
man.
embarrassing. Dude, High on Life was very good. It wasn't just yeah, it was very good. Anyway, let's not get bogged down here. So according to the casino expert, the character Sonic had roughly 1.1 million Google searches every month. The second most, oh my God, Americans have no taste. The second most popular character is Pac-Man, with
Okay.
the character averaging 700,000 Google searches in the US. The most coming from Florida. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think we're done with this article. We're done. We are
No,
definitely
no, no,
done.
no, no. Keep it moving, Log. What happened?
Oh my God.
You sound like you about to take a
Pikachu
catastrophic L.
Pikachu from the Pokemon franchise comes in at number 3 with 600,000 hits. At number 4 is Kirby, averaging 400,000 monthly search hits. Kratos from God of War ranked at number 5 with 200K.
Where Mario at?
Oddly enough, Mario himself didn't make the top 10, but was placed at
Ooh.
11th with 136,000 monthly hits. Um, I think we can all agree that Casino Bonus California is not a respectable institution, and we should ignore this study and move on. Uh, I think we can all agree in the chat. Can I get a
Loke
dub?
didn't get what he
Please.
wants, so it's not credible.
Dre says Loke is not trying to catch that out. It's rough. It is pretty rough. 10th. He's not even in the top 10, dude. He's not even in the top 10. Okay,
Mm.
so before we log off, real quick, guys, before we head out and also address this on Friday, for everyone that's here, who's winning the Super Bowl? I have the Kansas City Chiefs winning by a landslide, 10 plus points. It's not even going to be close. Who do you guys think is going to win? After that, Mr. Hamathy, take us out.
So first of all, now you want to get back into this argument about who's going to win, right?
By a landslide. By
You
a
said by a
landslide.
landslide. You said by a landslide, like Jalen ain't like Jalen ain't been out here getting these dubs like crazy this year.
No, he's getting carried by the team. The defense and the run game is what's carrying Jalen. Jalen
Okay,
Hurts
so
is
if he
gonna
got
get hurt.
carried, then why did they lose once he was gone?
They lost one game. They didn't lose
No,
every
they
game
lost.
that he wasn't.
They lost 3 games. One with him playing,
He didn't,
the other 2 without him playing.
but it wasn't catastrophic, dude. He's a game manager. He's Dak Prescott. That's what Jalen Hurts is. Okay, he
Stop it
just
with
has
the
a better team.
disrespect.
Dude,
Disrespect.
if Jalen Hurts had Micah Parsons, Dak Prescott wouldn't be nothing this year. They wouldn't even have made the playoffs. So, my God, what's going on here? Eagles. Everyone's going for the Eagles. What is
Hey,
wrong with you guys?
you're just taking L after L
Guys,
after
Patrick
L.
Keosante.
You know,
Keosante,
Patrick
please,
Mahomes
please,
gonna be
please,
hanging
please.
out in Japan with Mario after the Super Bowl. They're
No,
gonna be talking about how they
no.
just didn't make the list. You
Ham
know,
Solo.
they might hit you up for a tea
The only
time.
L, the only L Patrick Mahomes will have in his life is the one that he had against the GOAT. That's it. He's not. Every time Patrick Mahomes makes the Super Bowl, book it. It's over. There's nothing. Dre Watson says Dak Prescott is too much. uh, Beginner. We're talking about American football. Sorry, man. The show is we're really at the end right now. We're just getting everyone's temperature for the Super Bowl. So that's pretty much it. You see, Nelson knows he has the package around him. Exactly. He's got all that assistance. But it's over, dude. Mahomes is the next big thing. It's over. As long as he makes it to the final, and what's his name?
Why don't
Tom
you want to
Brady's
say the
on.
next comment? Why don't you want to say the next comment from Nelson?
Mahomes gonna be in a body bag.
Oh, what happened? I thought Nelson was right. He handed him that towel in fear and in straight frustration
Nelson,
right now.
Nelson, I thought we were friends, Nelson. I thought we was homies, bruv. This, I don't trust you anymore. How can you say this? Sir X-Man, no, my team did not win. I always support Brazil. And yes, they did not win. It was sad. I hope Neymar retires. Hamothy, I want to say the Eagles, but why have I feeling? Dude, it is Patrick Mahomes is inevitable. Okay? He is inevitable. That's why you have this feeling. That's why when people are talking about Burrowhead, 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 a lot of other people are just like, let me see. Let me see. Even what's his name? Burrow himself. He wasn't leaning into that. He was like, nah, it's gonna be a good game. We're gonna give it a go because he knows. He knew what was up. Nope. Guys, I just want my dubs after the Super Bowl. I want everyone here giving me my dubs. That's all I'm saying. And Ham, I want that $5.
Whatever.
Mahomes is the best, but it's a team sport. Dude, if it's such a team sport, how the hell did Tom Brady get to 10 Super Bowls, win 7? And if you look at those teams, they changed the squad. They changed at least 40% of the squad every year of his career. 40%. So you want consistency? You don't get it. No. This whole team thing, that's rubbish. It's not true. Look, so that means you always back losers. Dude, I'm a Raiders fan.
He's a Raiders
I
fan. Me
mean,
out
come
here
on.
talking.
There's nothing. There's nothing you can say to me, Sir X-Man. There's nothing. Nothing. Dre Watson can't believe I got $5 on this. All right, Ham, take us out.
Yeah, man. I mean, I hate to hand you another L, but it just is what it is, dog. I mean, I'm finna
Bring
put
it,
the
Ham. Bring
third.
it.
I'm finna put the third L in Loke. I'm finna put the third L in Loke right now.
That was good. Seriously, that was good. Well done. Well done. I hadn't
All
thought of
right.
them out.
Hey, it might be, 4 or 5 after, Last of Us and all this other stuff, which we need to bring that back up. Last of Us actually went up in making sales since the show came out, and it got me feeling a little nervous about our bet.
Yeah, we need to check. We need to check out when the Last of Us released, because the bet that we made was they would sell more than the original Last of Us in a year, within a year, correct?
Right. It's
Okay,
something like
so
that.
I'll go and double check that. I'll go and double check that, and then I'll get back to you. I'm collecting all the dubs. Y'all are gonna have to call me woke because there's no more L's, just dubs, just woke, woke
I love
all the
what Dre
time.
just said. I'm finna collect them L's like Infinity Stones. I'm gonna knock your bitch ass out with him. How about that, Lo?
Whatever,
I'm gonna reach through
whatever,
this
dog.
screen, brother. I'm gonna reach through this screen. All right. Well, anyways, thank you everybody for coming out. It's been an
Look,
abs.
hey, man, it's all for you guys. I do it all for you guys.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead.
All right,
Go
but
ahead.
yeah, I appreciate
Don't
everybody
be
for
hating.
coming out. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. We do this every Tuesday. We just sit back,
Yep.
chill, talk about games, talk about, the industry, how it's moving. And it's just us two on Thursday, but on Fridays, it's a collective of me, Loke, Cozy, sometimes Cassie, sometimes Matt Likes Games, and many other guests like to join us on Friday. And I definitely like to reach out to the chat and let you guys know if you ever want to be on the show, my DMs are open. Just holler at your boy. I'm more than happy to bring you on. I'd definitely love to see Dragonheart Yobi come up through here, Stank Maw, Dre Watson,
Asante,
Everborn.
tell your ass out. Tell them out.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, I'm seeing some dope people in the chat that I'd love to see on the show. Definitely
Yeah.
Nelson, so we can argue and Loke can, get his towel back. But
Oh my goodness.
but anyways, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. We'll see you back tomorrow. If you want to check out my live stream, I'll be playing some games. I'm not even sure what I'll be playing. I know one of them is going to be Dark Void from 360 that I haven't got to touch yet. But on Thursday, please show up on Thursday. It is going down. If you are an Xbox fan, you want to be back on this channel next Thursday because I will be interviewing the man, the myth, the god of Xbox, Seamus Blackley, the original creator of the OG Xbox, will be joining me for Behind Them Sticks this Thursday. It's going to be super duper dope. We're going to be asking all types of fun questions. And if you have any questions for the creator of Xbox, make sure you show up to that show this Thursday. Show up in the chat and let me know what your question is, and I'll do my best to ask him it. But thanks everybody for showing up. What's up?
Hold on. On Saturday, I'm going to be on K. Asante's show at 10 a.m. Eastern, 1700 hours Central African time.
Let's go.
Please come through. Him and Everborn have a lot of stuff cooking. It's going to be fun. I'm gonna try and keep it together on his show, not try and take over his show. Yeah.
I want you to go into that show with the same energy with Sonic and see if you make it out alive with Everborn. Good luck.
I'm not trying to get bullied. Hell no. No.
All right. Well, y'all, thank you so much. Oh yeah, and later on tonight, if you want to catch me on another show, I'm gonna be on Next Level Gaming's podcast this evening. That's gonna be at like 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. So make sure you guys show up to that if you want to check that out. Mike Mullis and his crew with NLG, super dope.
Okay.
Some of the kindest individuals in gaming, right there. Graphics God has worked with them quite a bit. 108 Dragons is always I'm rocking with NLG and whatnot. I think they have some kind of group thing going on together where they like help each other out and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that I possibly get entered into that I don't know, that thought process or something like that where we can all kind of help each other out and whatnot. But thanks everybody for showing up. This exit has been taking quite a bit, so make sure you guys show up for the upcoming shows. If you want to just know when we go live on this channel, make sure you hit that bell and hit all, and it will pop up on your phone anytime we go to get ready to go live and whatnot. But thank you so much, everybody, for coming through. We will see you next time. Make sure you keep us in your hearts. We got y'all in our hearts. Thank you so much. And as I always say, keep it gaming or keep it moving. Peace out, y'all.